I'm at the Oregon Zoo today with Rick Haynes. And Rick, you're the horticulture supervisor that has a very interesting part of his job. And so where are we right now?
We are at the zoo's composting facility. It's where we bring all of the manures from the zoo, deposit them here, and try to take care of them in a sustainable fashion by making compost.
And they call it Zoodoo, which is a great name. That's really wonderful. So really, you use just the herbivores, so the animals that eat plants. You don't use any of the ones that eat meat.
Correct.
And so what kind of animals are those that you take their compost from, or their waste?
We're looking at any of our hoof stocks, such as the Garanuk. We look at our hippo and rhino, and our, of course, main producers is the elephants.
Of course. Mm-hmm. And so what is the procedure? Do they come weekly or daily? Do they bring the waste here?
The keepers have bins in their areas. They dump them there every day, and then weekly we bring it all here to this collection point and get it piled up and get it ready for composting.
And it's really a quick compost because you have a really interesting system. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have 3 composting bays here, and underneath each of those bays is the air trench, and we have blowers in the back. In fact, I think you can hear one going right now. It blows air, forces air up through the pile, allows it to compost at an even rate and much quicker than, say, turning every week.
Right. So Rick, that forced air really speeds up the compost process.
Yes, it does. What it allows us to do is it allows us to get air, get the process, get all the microbes going a little bit quicker. We have no problem with the rate at which it heats up. We have to heat it up to a certain point, about 140 degrees, to kill anything like weed seed or pathogens that we don't want to have in it. Once we've got it up to that rate, that takes about a week. Then we keep the temperatures right around 120 to 130, and that allows the composting process to take place quicker. It keeps us from having to turn the piles like a lot of people are, used to or have heard of, is the windrowing idea, and we don't have to do that. We can just put it in, compost the entire pile before it's finished.
And so these are what's going on here. These are kind of the holding piles, but let's go over and kind of see what the next step is.
All right.
So Rick, we're by one of the finish bins, and I see that there is a thermometer here that's looking pretty well done there.
Yes, the thermometers allow us to keep track of where the temperatures are at, making sure we're getting it A, heated up to a rate that we need it, and B, making sure that we're composting at the rate we need it to. That way we're sure when we're done.
And so where does it go from here? Do you use it in the zoo?
Yes, once we're finished with it composting, we move it over to a finished pile, and then from there it cures a little bit, and we use it here at the zoo as a mulch and as a soil amendment in a lot of our areas. In fact, coming up, with our new construction at the zoo, the elephant lands and everything, we've actually been stockpiling with the contractors a considerable amount down there so that it can be used on the site once that project is ready to be landscaped. Other locations that we use it, the zoo's a portion, an arm of Metro, so we've actually been providing a lot to Metro Parks. We've been, in fact, recently had an order for about 350 yards. Wow. So they're using a lot for us. We also give away a lot to the city of Portland, who come here about every year and take away by the truckload. We've done various other places, such as there's a lot of community gardens that like our product and everything, and they've come out and picked it up. And then, of course, it's available to the homeowner. If anybody at home is interested in grabbing some, that's just go to our website at the zoo. It'll tell you exactly what the process is and how to get some of the good stuff.
So what a souvenir for your garden this year. So go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the website for the zoo, and you can find out how to pick it up. Thanks so much for that wonderful gift.
Hey, no problem. It's all yours and more. So.